Bezat Hashem, we're back at the Limud and Maple Ridge Community, Kehila. Rav Yom Tov.
כן הרב.
It is good.
we're י' ג' על הבא.
קצת יום עצוב.
No, י"ב, no? י"ב. סיב קטן משנה ברורה
This one
י"ב.
is on י' ג'.
Yeah, I think so, right, maybe. Okay, so we're back. Let's start.
Yeah, we did yud just to start.
To start, right, but we're going to repeat it again. So we were discussing in the 22nd of Shvat, Yom Chamishi, the 5th day of the week of Parashat Shabbat, Parashat Mishpatim, Bezat Hashem. So yesterday we were discussing the halacha that tells us that you are allowed to, as long as you pay, right? So there's a machloket. There was a machloket we started yesterday with Shulchan Aruch and Ramah, that Shulchan Aruch said even if you are doing tovat hana'ah, Shulchan Aruch says even if you're just doing a favor, as long as the goy knows you owe him a favor, when you say those words, it's more than enough already to give him something Erev Shabbat, Friday, as that's like considered to be a payment. But if there was no payment, let's say you didn't pay him, so on Friday, and that work requires the next day or whatever, then it will be asur, sounds like. The question is going to be how we go to mechanics or a mechanic shop. You usually pay after, but over there at least you already set the price.
You never know what the price will be in a mechanic shop.
Of course you do. Yes, you do. What do you mean you don't know?
And then he's going to tell you, oh, I had to replace this one also and this one also.
Good.
Your price is double.
That's
Believe
not the
me,
problem.
I know.
1 second. That's not the problem. But right now,
I like when you come,
Zohar.
check, you give me a price.
Zohar, 1 second.
Mechanic shop is one of the most crooked business on this planet.
Zohar. Okay,
Like
1 second.
construction.
General. Hold on.
Construction
Before we mock, we're on video now. Before we mock everybody, before we destroy everybody's business, it's not true. And let's say even if it's true, but it's not true that is a crooked. I'm saying that he's going to change his price because again, it's true. It's the fact. The fact is there's more deeper problems than we originally considered. And again, if he's an honest person, here is a picture, video, whatever it is. You're right. We just now did something. We repaired one thing, and there was a problem with another.
You see what I went through the last month.
But it's not his fault. Okay, it's not that he's crooked. It's the fact is the fact. So you're saying like this. I don't understand, Rabbi. We set up a price of $500. Later on, he discovers that there was more hoses that were broken. Were there and more parts were broken that has to be replaced. That's like $750. But that's not going to disqualify the fact that you already set the price before Shabbat. This is what we're talking about here. You're right. It could be that there is crooked, there is but there's different price. But right now, before Shabbat, before you gave him your car, you already had a set price, and that's already gives you allowance to allow it. If you're gonna say, if the guy says to you, no price now, I'll give you the price after I finish the job, that would be asur for you to give it to him on Friday.
Asur to give it to him on Shabbat, in Friday night, regardless, because...
why are you saying regardless?
Because you're going to work on your car in Shabbat.
But we said right now, once you made the kitzvah, once you agreed on the price, there's no problem. We said, no, why you want to change the halacha? I don't understand.
Work on Sunday.
Why are you changing the halacha?
If he's a Jewish owner and you're working on your car by Shabbat, you contribute to Chilul Shabbat.
Yom Tov. Why are you throwing in things here that we're not talking about? Who cares about if he's a Jew? For sure, if he's a Jew, you shouldn't go. I thought we already said that you shouldn't do business with a non-religious Jew. What's the question here? What is your problem? We said already. Well, let's talk about now Dugri.
In general,
do you agree?
It's a problem to go to him at a Shabbat.
General. But we already did Dugri, right? Dugri. We said anytime. Most mechanics in the world are goyim, not Jews. Most. You agree that? So let's keep that to the most we're talking about. If you have a question about a spiritual mechanic on Shabbat, that's Mechalel Shabbat.
99%.
If you say that mechanic is Mechalel Shabbat, and you have another mechanic who's not Mechalel Shabbat, during the week, Zohar is asking me a question. 1 second. This is Mechalel Shabbat goy. Jew. So I should go during the week to a goy? Preferably no. Even if it's Mechalel Shabbat, go to him during the week. Make sure that you don't leave any cars over the weekend, over Shabbat, where he's going to be Chilul Shabbat on you. That would be you have given him with grama. You caused him to be Mechalel Shabbat. That would be a different question. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about scenario is you're giving him. We are trying to discover an item. Here, we're giving an item to a goy Erev Shabbat. And we set the price. Everybody agrees. Since there is a price, it's like, well, that's it. He's not working to get money. He's already working on his own whenever he wants. But if he tells you, you pay me after Shabbat without setting the price, we have a problem. Because now he's working for you. You understand the difference? But once there is a price set, and now this is what Mishnah Berurah is going to discuss. But I just wanted to point out what Maran ended up. Yes, probably we're not even going to get to there today, but you never know. He said he's arguing with Ramah. Ramah argues on him and says, no, if Tavat Hana'ah is not good, Tavat Hana'ah, I owe you a favor, it's not going to be good because it's not a set price. But Maran says, I owe you a favor, that's enough. As long as you said those words to a goy, fix my product, and I owe you on whenever you need it, whenever you need me, Ramah holds it's enough. That's what we're going to be discussing later on today. Hopefully today, or not tomorrow, if not tomorrow. Okay, let's go. You'd bet, the 10 begadav. So you're giving an item to a goy before Shabbat. Not just clothing to do laundry, anything else, like fixing a car with all those things. The hatam, what's the reason? Yom Tov was saying, I don't understand. You gave it to him 5 minutes before Shabbat. For sure he's going to work on Shabbat. Why is that allowed? Beautiful question, Rabbi Yom Tov. Let's see. The hatam, you came to the right place because you have such questions. You came to the right place. Even better if you could open the sefer and see it inside. It's going to even make us better. The hatam. So that's what I'm trying to distract you from wherever your Rosh is. Put your head into the book.
הראש שלי בעזה. אם אני יכול ללכת שמשון הגיבור, אני הולך בעזה שמשון הגיבור.
זה לא יעזור לך עכשיו. Okay, that is not going to help you. Look inside. Yom Tov, I'm going to insist. I see that you're very upset.
שתי תינוקות.
Okay, listen, they were Yom Tov. They were murdered probably a year ago already. And the question... Yeah, the question is right now, what am I gaining? What are we to gain? I feel sorrow. It's horrible. But the question is, Yom Tov, open the book.
You're not going to change anything.
Yeah.
The only thing you're going to do is get frustrated.
Yeah. Don't let Sitra Achrat take over.
If something like this happens...
And they want to not do on purpose. The whole thing is on purpose. Just let it's Satan.
I was also looking New York 2 nights ago. They were attacking Jews in the Jewish neighborhood in the middle of the street.
Why are you looking at news?
No,
who gave you permission to look at news?
No, it was a video.
You know what? I daven to Hashem that what they did to TikTok should happen to WhatsApp and should happen to all the news outlets.
Amen.
Shut it off. It's all garbage. If it's going to cause me 1 minute to Bitul Torah, right now we're talking about this for a minute already, Bitul Torah, because Hamas killed, what's going to help us now? What is this going to help us? Those neshamot are already in beautiful Olam Haba. They're enjoying. They finished the task. They're such a good place. These babies, beautiful, the gentle babies, and the mother, they're in the good places. Let's get to that place. Let's earn it. The hatam, please, Rabbi Yom Tov, try. Put it aside. Open the book. It's going to help you. Page 34. Give him a book. The hatam, the kevan, the katzav lo damim, ba'ad malachto. So now, what's that? I don't understand. Yom Tov was asking a saying. I don't understand. He's working for you on Shabbat. Why is that allowed? Why are you allowing you going to work on Shabbat? The Mishnah Berurah is saying like this. The reason, we're in the second line and you'd bet. The hatam, I'll give you the reason, says Mishnah Berurah. The kivan the katzav lo damim, since you already established the payment. You told him $500. Yes, he's going to cheat you, he's going to lie to you, he's going to become $1,000 later. But right now, when you give him the job before Shabbat, you already set a price. The price is $500. What are you going to do? The guy who came over here, he says he's going to install the door by us, $1,000. You won't believe it, guys. What's the price now? $1,650 already. And I'm afraid he's going to come on Sunday, it's going to be another $500. You never know this, guys. Okay? And that's normal. That's life. What are you going to do? What?
Rabbi?
Yes?
Question.
Yes?
If you don't give a price to the let's say to the mechanic.
That's Asur.
And now...
Asur.
No, hold on. You just bring him the car and you tell him whenever the car is going to be ready, let me know. I cannot pick up on Friday or Saturday.
No. It's Asur.
Don't come.
You need to set a price. Why? That's what we're here for. Let's see.
He can't give you a price.
Okay, so then leave it. Do not leave it there on Friday. So according to Shulchan Aruch, so far we're learning, maybe there's other heterim that will allow it. But let's hear it. Right now, we're not allowed to. So far we know. So far, this is Steve telling us you must set a price. So let's hear. Let's hear what the rabbi is going to discuss it, right? Because you set a price. Be'ad melachto, for the job that the goy will do, ואינו מקפיד עליו שיעשנו תכף. And because you're not commanding the goy to do it immediately, so two things are here, two things are in play. One, you already have a price set. Two, you're not telling him to do it now. Two, ki ka'avid b'yom HaShabbat, and even though the goy will work on Shabbat, adata denav shekavit, he's working for himself. Why? Lemahar le'ashlim malachto. He wants to now that he is already, let's take it like this. The moment that a goy knows he's getting $1,000 from you, right? He is only working for the $1,000. He's not working for anything else. He's not doing anything for you. He's working for his $1,000. So because he's working for his $1,000, he doesn't care about you. He's not doing the job for you. He's working for his $1,000. You already gave up your $1,000. It's like you already threw out the money in the air. Now he's catching it. He wants to catch the money in the air from the air. You hear what's going on here? That's allowed. But if you didn't tell him the price, didn't set the price with him, now he's working for you. He wants to earn from you.
But he's not. Well, no,
he's there to satisfy you.
That bothers me.
No, stop a second.
He's not my employee. He has his own business.
Very good. So
how is he working?
But again,
for me?
don't
he doesn't
forget.
have to work.
But don't forget, there's two elements here. There's two elements here. That's right. He doesn't have to work. But you just said it. You just said it. What's the second element, Yom Tov? You said the price. What's the second element? What was the second nekuda? Very important nekuda. You didn't tell him to work for you Shabbat.
Yes.
That's the very important nekuda. So when he's trying to earn the $1,000, the reason that he's doing it on Shabbat.
I mean, to me, it's obvious.
Not obvious. I don't care what's obvious.
Work tonight or tomorrow.
Rav Moshe, please answer this question of Zohar.
Well, there is a lot of guys, then you come into the mechanic, and he's like, oh, I must have the car Sunday.
One second.
You know, that's a problem.
Hold on a second.
That's something
Gentlemen,
else.
hold on a second.
If you're going into Shabbat,
Hold on a second.
Sunday,
Moshe is going to answer the question of Zohar. Zohar says, I know what I have in my mind. But Moshe, what was the first thing in Halachot Shabbat we learned about? What comes out of?
You know.
I have a perfect example.
You heard what he said?
What?
Shabbat is all about what comes out of your mouth.
Rabbi,
I don't care what your thought process is.
I went to the UPS store.
Yes.
On Friday, a couple of weeks ago. I needed to send an envelope, a package to New York. I went 2:30 p.m.
Right.
I'm finished 3 p.m.
Right.
Sunday.
Right.
I don't know. They worked it.
Good.
It had to get there Monday. It was
Very good.
something.
Perfect. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Simple question. First rule, you understand this
They gave
element?
me a price. I paid. That's
Good.
it.
Well, that's it. That's right.
Done. It's not
That's
yours.
right. It's not you anymore.
It's not you
He's
anymore.
not working for you anymore. He's working for that money. Because he knows if he's not going to fulfill his task, he has to pay you back the money.
Okay, so the problem with
Hold on. There is no problem.
Did he give you a price?
Yes. When there is no price set, he's working for you because he wants to earn your trust. He wants to earn your money. But once you throw out, look here.
If he's his own contractor,
Good.
He's an independent contractor.
So, but he's working
He's not my
for.
employee.
He's working for that money. He doesn't work. That's the end. Remember, the first nekudah of Shabbat is all about what comes out of your mouth. The first rule is what comes out of your mouth. What are you working with? What are you doing here? You're saying, here, I threw this $1 million in the air. What does the guy want? He doesn't care about you anymore. He cares about this $1 million, Habibi. He'll do everything to take this and to earn it into his pocket. Because he doesn't want to steal. He doesn't want to go to jail. So he's not working for you anymore. He's working for this. And that's the nekudah here. As long as you didn't tell him to work on Shabbat. He works on Shabbat, it's not your problem. Now, reference to how to answer your question about reference to deliver immediately Monday morning, you're right. You paid him maybe even $60. And but there is a way that you could go there yourself on Sunday. And you'll be there in 3 hours. Right? Will you be there in 3 hours? You take a flight.
Yeah.
It will cost you more. Good. So what do you care how he does it? Out of your pocket will cost you $600 to get it there in 3 hours. You gave it to the guy, and he wants to deliver it on Monday. There's plenty of that. In this, from Friday till Monday morning, is there 3 hours of free without Chilul Shabbat? Of course there is. That's it. What do you care how he does it? That's why it's allowed. But, again, what about differently?
My father's building.
Yeah.
Hello?
Let's continue. But we said like this.
I'm calling the son.
Rab Moshe, but we said, if you didn't pay yet, if you didn't pay and you didn't set a price, so he is there to satisfy you, and that's the problem. Because you didn't pay yet, or you didn't even set up a price, he's there to satisfy you. Like if you tell a goy, according to Maran, even when you tell him, I owe you something, khalas, that's also enough. Because now he's not working for you. What is he working for?
What you owe him.
That's right. Ramah says no, it has to be a set amount. That's the nafkamina. That's the difference over here. We'll see when we get there. Let's go. Yud Gimel, Samuch lechashecha. What is going on here? How long is this right before nightfall? Or close to nightfall? That's sort of Mishnah Berurah explains. What does that mean? Close to evening? Enough time for him to travel to get out of your gate. 30 seconds? 30 seconds. 5 minutes? 5 minutes. You live in a 20-acre property? From the warehouse to the shar, to the gates of your property is 10-minute travel? 10 minutes. Enough. If he has a car, it takes him 30 seconds, no problem. As long as it's before Chashecha. That's what it means. So there is no limit on that. There is no time set. It must be before Chashecha. Now, what about after Shkiyah? Maybe even after. It says over here, it didn't say that. Mibod Yom. No, before Chashecha. Before sunset. Before sunset. So it's not talking about candle lighting. Let's say candle lighting, most generally around the world, is 18 minutes. Before, only I think in Israel, Yerushalayim is 40 minutes. But okay, here it's 18 minutes. Okay, even after candle lighting, up to Shkiyah, up to sunset. That's a Rambam. Im katzatz. Oh, here you didn't pay him, but you're promising him. I was thinking, UPS accounts, Federal Express accounts, right? There,
Rabbi,
you didn't pay them.
I have a company on my floor. I'm going to tell you after. You can save a lot of money on shipping. A lot. Yeah. I'm going to tell you after.
Okay, we'll see. No problem.
I mean, he made fun. I sent that package actually.
Which
they
package?
Charged me. I sent an envelope to New York. I had to send it overnight.
Okay.
They charged me $115.
Overnight, okay.
Nothing. 30 pages. 115. I told the UPS. I said, a couple of months ago it was $55 or $50, I don't know, $60.
$115 already.
$115 to overnight. The guy who checked, it's a logistics company. Checked his system, $34.
With UPS.
$34.
With UPS.
With, I think it was UPS. Yeah.
Wow.
10x.
Okay.
Maybe
Anyway, no, the question
What's
is
the
there. In katzatz, the question is you are set the price already. Katzatz means you set the price, right? What about let's say you have an account with UPS. You don't pay them up front. You pay them once a month. So even there it's katzatz because you know the set price before you send out the item. They ask you what are the measurements. You give them the measurement. Also, it's going to cost you $70. It goes to the account. So that's not a problem. The question is again lo katzatz, where the price will be set later. That is a problem. Let's see why. Haino sach yadua. Why? Because this is called a knowledge. It's a price that's set. However, the lo schir yom. You're not paying him for a job daily, which is now would be asur, because now you were paying him for Shabbat. Okay. The ayin simad reish mem zayin. Look at the 247. We already discussed over there. What? The im hitnai imo shiten lo sachar vitpasher imo. If you already made an account with him, then you pay him on a, let's say, monthly basis. Berurah says no. If you have an account with the guy, and you already set every end of the month, I'll pay you for all the works that you do, it's like katzatz. Because he's earning his money. He's not worried about you anymore. Because now you have an open blank check, but again, it's for the services that he renders. But it's like already set account. You know what's going on here? Over here, you don't even know the price. I was thinking that you have to know. What?
That makes sense, Rabbi.
Right, okay. But I was thinking to be more machmir. I was thinking that Federal Express and UPS tells you the price up front. He says, Mishnah Berurah says, you don't have to tell you the price up front. As long as you have a contract with him that says that you will pay him for the whatever the cost of the item cost is, then you don't even have to set up a price before Friday. Even more kula, it's more mekilim. ובזמן הזה, he said, listen to this, כלים לחובס תמה דינו כקצץ. Anytime you give your dry cleaning, you don't have to set up a price because the price is on the board. You don't even have to pay before Friday. The money, the set price. What are you giving? 2-piece suit, $12.99. 3-piece suit, $14.99. That's it. Price is there. It says the kitzvato yedua. Everybody knows the price. Once the price is set, not a problem. ולכן המנהג פשוט לתנם ערב שבת צמוד לחשכה. You are allowed to give anything today to a goy that has already set price on their windows. You're allowed, and they will do it even without talking. Even without talking. You just drop off your items, he gives you a receipt, you dropped off 1,000 bags of laundry, come pick it up after on Monday, no problem. Because there the price is set already, it's not a problem. As long as you didn't tell him, you must do it on Shabbat. Even if you tell him, I need it on Monday, no problem. Because he has a whole Sunday to do it. Right?
So Rabbi,
yes?
Just a question. So something that's not a set price,
you have to set a price.
For Shabbat to ask it one.
Yes, you have to set a
The
price.
reason why, because there's no set price.
Okay.
No set price.
Because when there is no set price, right? No, because when that was the. You remember, he's good. We're talking about the postman. He's comparing to the postman. We didn't have a price. You're right. That could be one issue. But another issue is that he's working for you. When there is no set price, he's not working for money. He's working for you. When there is a set price, he's working for money. Simple as that. It's all about mindset. It's all about mind. Shabbat is all about what comes out of your mouth and what you have in your mind. That's right. Kavanah. Even though you know, we don't care what you know. You know, in America, we have a problem. We have a saying. You know, too much knowledge is no good for you. It hurts you. Most people are hurt today because of too much knowledge. And the Jews are the worst in that because we have so much information. So we have so much knowledge, we always suspect that God knows what we have in our minds. And we're always stumbling ourselves. What do the lawyers tell you? The less you talk, the better. Don't be too smart. Don't say anything. We didn't ask you, don't answer. Okay, let's see. Ma? What do you say? Say what? I love it. Say it in English so people hear you.
What? It's simple. It's ABC.
Say it in English. People on YouTube.
Life and death by the tongue. You keep your mouth shut. You live longer. Simple.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Even okay.
For me especially.
The tongue is life or death.
That's right. That's what Rabbi Yom said. It's amazing. Thank you, Rabbi Yom. Everything is in the mouth, but on Shabbat also requires the thought. For instance, there's a big machloket now. Baruch Hashem, already that there's also machloket. Warm up your bread. You want to warm up your bread on Shabbat. So if you have in your mind, you put it on plata. For sure, you're allowed to. It's dry, no problem. But if you have in your mind, I want it to be a cracker. That's a machloket. Some say even crackers are allowed, even if you have in your mind. But the way I grew up,
turn it into a cracker.
Yeah, I wanted to turn it into cracker on Shabbat. That's going to be according to the way I grew up. It's a sur, but there's a lot of poskim today. No, a lot of poskim today that say it's also it's okay.
It's fully cooked.
You make it better.
There is no afiyah.
Schnitzel is dry.
But you make it better.
No. There is
Schnitzel
no.
is different story.
There is no afiyah.
Bread,
even
you make
better.
it crump, you make it better.
No, it's not. Even even if you're true, even though it's better, but we have a law. The law is en afiyah acharei afiyah. There is no baking. There is no cooking after cooking. Badavar ayavesh. Something that's dry. There is no cook. Even if it gets better in the end result, even if you have an intention, that's the machloket here. Even if your intention is to make it better, because a lot of people like crackers and hard bread, right? We have to be very careful. Because if you make small pieces less than kazayit, remember, if you have small pieces of bread and you make it less than kazayit as a cracker, now bracha changes to mizonot. If they're smaller than 26 grams. If they're bigger, even if it becomes a cracker, it's okay, it's amotzi still, because it didn't change the tzura. You require two things. If it's smaller than kazayit, we will, Bezat Hashem, discover that. We will learn that in Shulchan Aruch now. Be'ezat Hashem, tomorrow with Siyata Deshmai will continue. Those that need to make malacha, go to work, go make work, make a lot of money without any problems, without any tzarot, in good health. Now we're gonna do Zohar.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.